In the quiet village of Nuoma, where the drums speak louder than words, there lived a girl whose laughter was like the morning birds and whose dreams were as bright as the rising sun. Her name was Amora. She danced, she thought, she dreamed. But no one knew that her dreams would be betrayed by the very people who gave her life. Amora was the daughter of Papa Ifani and Mama Ngozi. She was the most beautiful girl in the village, not just because of her looks, but because of her heart. By day, she gathered the village children under the mango tree to teach them letters with a stick on the sand. By night, she danced by the fire, her feet moving like flowing water. The villagers often whispered, "This girl is not ordinary, her spirit belongs to the sky." Amora's dream was simple: I want to become a teacher. I want every child in Noma to know more than I ever could. But her father, Papa Ifani, only shook his head. Dreams don't feed mouths, Amora. Many young men came with gifts, yams, goats, wrappers, but Amora turned them all down. I will marry only when I am ready, she said. And only when I have become a teacher. One day, a stranger came to Noma. Tall, dark, rich. His name? Obina. He claimed he was from a far-off town and had heard of Amora's beauty and wisdom. He brought gold and a promise of a better life. That night, Amora overheard her parents whispering in the hut. "Papa Ifani, do you know how many cows this man is offering? Mama Ngozi, she will be safe. Look at him, he's wealthy." Amora's heart sank. Without Amora's consent, her bride price was accepted. The next morning, she was told, "Your future is now with Obina. He will take you to the city." She cried, she begged. But her parents stood like rocks. As she was led away, she turned back. Her students stood behind the mango tree, waving goodbye. Obina's home was not a city mansion. It was a cold, distant house deep in the forest. There were no neighbors, no music, just silence and locked doors. Amora wasn't allowed to leave. "You are my wife now. This is your word," Obina said. He was not just cruel, he was strange. He spoke to mirrors. He kept a locked room she was never allowed to enter. And at night, she heard whispers, crying, chanting. One night, Amora followed a shadow and found the locked door open. Inside, saw portraits of young women, and a shrine made from bones. She found a diary. Obina's diary. It revealed everything. He wasn't just a man, he was a dark priest. He had sacrificed his first 3 wives in exchange for riches and power. The 4th must be pure of heart and full of light, it read. Only then will I rise beyond human limits. Amora dropped the book in horror. She ran. But the gates were locked. Obina was already behind her, smiling. Amora knew she was next. That night, she danced. Yes, she danced. Not for joy, but to awaken the spirits. She danced the sacred steps her grandmother once taught her. The wind howled. The floor cracked. The shrine burst into flames. Obina screamed. The ancestors had come. You cannot use her light to feed your darkness. A powerful force struck Obina, burning him into ashes. Amora fainted. She awoke in the middle of the forest, weak and alone. But the path back to Noma lay ahead. When she returned, the village stared in disbelief. "Amora, is it really you?" She walked straight to her father. "You sold me to the devil, but the gods protected me." Papa Ifani fell to his knees. Mama Ngozi wept. Instead of hate, Amora chose forgiveness. But she never forgot. She used the gold left behind in Obina's mansion to build the first village school. And she called it, the Light Beyond Shadow School. She taught every child, even those whose parents had once laughed at her. Years later, a young girl named Chinoza walked into Amora's classroom. She looked just like Amora once did. She danced beautifully. She loved to teach. But one day, Amara noticed. Chinoza's eyes glowed in the dark. And in the forest, a new shrine had been built. Was Obine truly gone? Or had the darkness returned, in another form? In every light, there is shadow. And in every shadow, the light trying to escape. Never sell your children's dreams. For dreams, like seeds, grow into mighty trees, if only they are watered with love. This is the story of Amara. A girl who danced for knowledge and became the flame that burned away darkness. Did you enjoy this story? Then click like, subscribe, and share to hear more African folktales from Arab's legends. And remember, never stop dancing for your dreams.